Feel good when you beat someone and you know better than them, and you mow them down.
My name is Kenny Sogi. I'm 14 years old. I'm a freshman in Hawaii Preparatory Academy. I play on this team called Ample Sack. It's just a bunch of my buddies, you know, go out, have a good time. I play paintball for the fun of it, like when you're on the field and, I don't know, just hanging out with my friends after games and talking about it, and just the rush of playing and shooting other guys. It's great.
My name is Peter. I'm 26, and I've been playing since off and on from '93.
I'm Garrett. I play for Team Empyre. Been playing since '89. I'm 27 years old.
My name is Nolan Visitano. I'm 18 years old. I've played paintball for about 1 year. I play for Team Total Chaos, which is out of West Hawaii. I play paintball because it's fun, it's fast-paced, adrenaline rush, and it's fun to go out there and show off and show the other people that you're better than them. Paintball, best sport because anybody can play it. Fat, short, skinny, tall, 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs.
Paintball is the best sport out there just because when you're playing it, like, you're on the field and you're waiting for the go and you hear the horn and you just start running up the field for your life. People are firing at you, you're just going, ah! And you dive into your bunker and your heart's pounding. You pop out the right side of the bunker. Greatest feeling ever.
Like in Kona, when we're playing with the big screens of netting, there'll be guys playing and maybe their girlfriend is watching and she's cheering him on and you know, she's all, yeah, you know my man, and she's all jazzed that her guy's playing. Then you come around and you shoot him in the back and you just sort of look at her and you see all her like emotion drop, like, oh, you know, that gets me going. I love that.
Paintball is not a war game.
You're not out there to shoot people and blow them away and shoot people's heads off.
You know, you're just out there to have fun and with your friends, and you're on a team and everyone's yelling and cheering, you got adrenaline and stuff, and even when I'm in my mind, I don't think, oh, I'm gonna kill that guy. It's just for the fun of the game.
If it was a war game, we would be, you know, it'd be more violent, but it's never considered, it shouldn't be considered a war game. It's more of a chess game, if you would say it. Different moves has different kills, and if one person moves, it's either either in an attack mode or in defense. Paintball is the safest sport because it has safety measures.
The requirements for paintball safety are the most important rules in paintball. It's better than being good, it's better than all that.
Barrel plugs in unless you're playing a game. Probably going to want to get a cup for you male paintball players out there.
Before you go on the field, you chronograph your gun and make sure it's not firing too fast.
Try to keep it under 300 or Most fields will have it underneath 280 psi, not psi, feet per second, 280 feet per second. Your mask got to be on at all times unless you're in a designated area.
And that's the #1 thing, because it'll save your face, and that's the most precious part of my body, I guess.
Always get what's comfortable and get the best money can buy, because the more you pay, the better it is actually.
We take a lot of safety measures, just not to only keep us safe, but to keep everybody safe and keep on playing.
Paintball is probably the safest sport you can play when played correctly with the mask and referees.
As long as everyone follows the rules and chronographs and like has their masks on and stuff, there's no way you can get hurt other than like falling down because you're clumsy or something.
You take all the precautions. You're wearing a mask that has been certified to take shotgun hits in excess of like 850 FPS. And I mean, we're geared up, we have long sleeve shirts. The paintball doesn't go above 300 feet per second.
The National Safety Council had a survey, and paintball is like safer than almost every sport out there, like football and like soccer and like bowling and stuff. I mean, bowling, what do you do in bowling?
Actual paintball injuries, what was it, back in '94 was 0.001, which means there were no. If you get an injury, it's because someone will twist an ankle or, they'll cut themselves on something. It's never a paintball related injury. It may be from like a field or stepping funny, but it's never paintball related.
The paintballs themselves, they do sting, but it goes away, quickly.
I used to like cry when I got hit. I used to like, oh, it hurts so much. But now, I don't know, I get shot and like, sometimes I don't even know I got shot. And people have to pull me off.
You can grow immune to the pain, and it just stings like a bee sting, I guess.
The only pain I feel is the after effects, like when your adrenaline runs away and you're sitting at home. That's when but usually when you're out there, you're so pumped that you don't feel it. A lot of times you don't feel it. To me, the pain happens when everything's said and done afterwards, and that's just muscle fatigue setting in from age.
I don't associate paintball with any other sports right now. It's really unique.
It works a lot more on communication. Like in games like soccer, it's more visual, but since other players can't see what you're seeing, you gotta really know your teammates and have codes, and you gotta really understand each other, and you have to have a tight knit with your team to do good.
If one person not working right, then the whole team doesn't work right. So it's basically a team effort.
It's very expensive. Very.
I work all the time, and I get all this money, and then right as I get it, I have to spend it on paintballs.
Purchasing paintballs is probably going to be your largest expense. So you have to pay it every time you play, at least $60. In a normal day, you'll shoot a case, and if you play once a week, $60 a week, and then your air and transportation, so that's pretty expensive.
Every time I drop upgrades on my gun, it's like $300.
Oh, really? I don't know.
When I first started playing back in 89 or 90, I started with a Nelson 007. It was like a little 10-round horizontal fed gun, it had a 12 gram. Then after that, I stepped up to a plastic version of that. Then I went to a Carter Comp, which is that was like a really pro tournament pump gun back then. After that, it went to the semis came in, so I bought a VM68, 7 or 8 auto mags, 9 or 10 cockers, 2 Angels, a Shocker, a Matrix, and now I'm back to another cocker. So.
Okay, my first gun, that was bought for me, about $100. Sold that, bought a $300 gun, sold that, and put about $1,200 into my gun setup, and then probably matched out with the amount of paint we bought. So, how much you saying you invested in this? A few grand. About $5 grand into paintball.
I've probably spent like $2,000, $3,000 if you add everything up, all the paint, all the guns. And that's like my life savings, more than my life savings. The problem of paintball in Kona is like
shipping prices.
Shipping.
You pay like $20 for something, and shipping will be $60.
Unlike the mainland where they can truck everything and you have free shipping, we don't have that. Maybe one day we'll be bigger and paint companies will make warehouses here, where you know we can get the paint even cheaper. But I don't see that for a while.
I see the future of paintball as being really organized, and
It's going to be tournaments with you know, artificial man-made bunkers.
There's some teams in Mexico. There's a lot of teams in the UK.
Maybe perhaps being a Olympic sport.
and they see it on TV, and all the little kids are like, it's like football, you know, like all the parents come to watch a game, and it's really organized, and it's like high school sport.
And there's already pro teams out there, so hopefully, you know, they'll be able to show the rest of the public what it's all about.
It's the adrenaline rush, and for the adrenaline rush that you get, you know, unlike when I've skated and when I've biked, to get those adrenaline rushes, I would be doing like something really hairy, and I could get really badly hurt. Whereas in paintball, you know, you don't really get hurt. The accidents are way low compared to like biking or skating or motocross. It's a lower risk and just as much as a rush.
For people who can't be football players, basketball players, whatever have you, this game, you don't have to be, you know, 6'6". You can be any size, any stature, it doesn't matter.
It's addictive, most addictive game out there.
I'll play this as long as I can. This is a good game. I like it.
You can be even like Chandler, like the most unathletic little pussy there is, dude. And you can play paintball. Not saying that he's any good. Yeah, when he plays Speedos, when he plays in Speedos.
I like Sup Air. And I love Nolan.
Fuck. Shit. That people. Fuck. Son of a bitch. For people that are representing